Hello, 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 hello. Dirty trucking. It's 1:35 a.m. This early Monday morning, getting ready to end my day pretty soon. Oh man. So the conspiracy continues. I don't know what this is. All this weird shit going on and money disappearing and all this shit going on. What is it about? What is it about? They not doing that shit just to be doing it. This shit that has been happening to me, that I've been saying is happening to me, is not happening for no reason. They've been doing that motherfucker shit for a reason. It's a reason that money disappeared out my goddamn bank. It's a reason all this shit is going on. So let me tell you, and I told you my suspicion is that it has something to do with the lottery. I still think that. I'm 100% positive it does. That's the only thing I can explain logically. The reason why they would be doing this shit is that somehow they got something rigged up that where they need to do that shit, and it somehow is got something to do with the lottery. And when I say lottery, it has something to do with the Mega Million and Powerball, which is statewide. That would explain all these weird cars from out of state that end up around me. With Uber, they end up riding me down streets that's got certain state names. Other day I had a car in front of me with Utah plates. That would explain a lot of shit that's going on. And I would have to have time to jot down where these people who are winning are located at and what is transpiring with me prior to them ending up a winner. Because I believe everything that's going on with this app, with this shit that happened to my bank, all this other weird shit, the reason why they was coming in, all this got something to do with the lottery. First of all, let me tell you something that's going on with the app. Now, I told you this car is burgundy. And a couple of days ago, I get a rider in here I picked up from Amazon. Tells me he thought he was tripping, but the car looks blue on the app. And it was blue. He showed me it was blue. But he said it had the word brown next to it. I've never seen that on the app. Because I can go on my app and look at the car. It don't have no color next to it. It just has the color of the car in the circle, like when you take your picture for the driver. The driver, there's a little circle with the driver face in it. That's how it is with the car. So, who changed it to blue? The color of the car that's showing on the app was this color, blue. And I told him, and now he showed me his phone. It was blue. And I said, well, it's been burgundy the whole time. I said, well, it's not really burgundy. I call it burgundy. It's really a dark burgundy. But it really is more of the true color of it's like a dark brown. But it's got a hint of the red in it, so I call it's like a dark burgundy. But when I got the car, and it was on the app, the car was brown. I seen it brown. It's been brown. I have no reason to go back on the app and look to see if they changed the color of the car. But the only thing I did notice is that one day I went on the app and looked in my account and seen there was no car on the account. And that it was down at the bottom for me to select to put on the account. I don't know how I got off the account, but it was during that time I was in the dispute of that money they took out the bank, the $520. So, the car was blue. Who changed it to blue? And I told you my 5-star rating had been dropping. I started out a while back with my star rating had got up to 4.92. Now it is down to 4.86. So I believe the 5-star rating has something to do with the Mega Million Powerball, because you need 5 numbers and then that gold ball. That's 6 numbers. So if you subtract 6 from 492, you get 4.86. You see where I'm going with that? They need 5 numbers and that gold ball to win the Mega Million Powerball. And all of a sudden when this shit increases when the jackpot increases. When that jackpot start getting up to over 200 million, 400 million, and it just keep growing and growing and growing, they intensify the shit that they're doing with me, like I'm the one making a jackpot grow and the reason why they can't release the money. Bitch, I'm not a computer. I'm not tied into that. And as far as my research has determined, this is some statewide shit. Now, I haven't determined who originated the lottery statewide. I haven't determined who created the Mega Million and Powerball. That I haven't gotten into depth with, but I need to find out who created the Powerball and Mega Million and made it statewide. Because this game, this shit they're doing, it seems to be statewide. And it seems that these states are coming up here, people that's from these states are coming up here, coming around me, because they're trying to draw the wind to their state. Or think they gonna win, or somebody they being around me or touching me or doing shit to the car is gonna cause them to be able to win. I don't know where they get that shit from, because the shit they're doing is illegal. When they came in here, and it seemed like they put trash in a smoothie I made when I stopped at the Foreman Mills to get clothes one day on Woodward in Highland Park. I stopped at that Foreman Mills up there, and there was a guy sitting there in a white car, and every time I stopped there, there's something weird. And I come back to the car, I'm drinking my smoothie, and all this hair shit is in it. I'm like, what the fuck is this? It was so bad that I had to throw it out. I make smoothies all the time. I've never had that shit before in my life. I've just recently made smoothies. Never had that hairy, stringy shit in there till I left my smoothie sitting here in this goddamn car. So that let me know that somebody does have keys to the car. And if you got keys to the car, you've been going through my purse in the car. I had a Buffalo nickel disappeared that just reappeared back in my wallet. You've been going through the car. If I leave my keys in the purse, you've been going through the car. You probably been making copy of keys. That's how you've been getting in the apartment. You've been going in my purse, doing all kind of shit. But I don't want to sidetrack from what I'm finna give you a theory of what I'm talking about here with this lottery. They changed the color of the car, okay, to blue. Why they put it blue, I don't know the significance of that. I know Michigan is a blue state. Well, Michigan is Democratic, is blue. And I would have to find out. I don't know where the winner was. I heard it was one winner of the most recent, I believe it was the Powerball. It was one winner. Okay, so let me give you the theory. Before I heard that there was one winner, what did I see with my 5-star rating? My 5-star rating at that time had dropped by 5 points. Five points. So what is that signifying to me? It dropped by 5 points, and you need the gold ball to win. So that means 1. So it dropped by 5 points mysteriously. It started just dropping. Okay, you need 5 numbers for the main part of the Powerball, and then you need 1 more, that gold ball, to win it all. So they dropped my 5-star rating by 5. So that let me know, that should have let me know it's going to be one winner. You dropped it by 5. So now it has dropped completely by 6. It has dropped from 4.92 to 4.86. And when you subtract that from 4.92, you get 4.86. That is 6 digits. You need 6 numbers for the gold ball. So evidently, and this shit was going on when I was in trucking. But when I was in trucking, shit would happen with the semi, and it was geared toward the casinos. I would go in the casinos, and there's weird wins. These people would just be winning all kind of goddamn money, fucking with the semi. So I'm putting 2 and 2 together, and I'm coming up with what you're doing. I just don't know why you need to drop why you gotta fuck with the app, the Uber app. What are you messing with the Uber app for? What are you doing this in the Uber app for? I don't understand that. But when they drop because they went in my bank account first. My 5-star has been dropping. And that's all during the time that Powerball was still growing. So now I heard it was one winner. Now where they were at, I don't know. And probably when I research and find out where they were at, maybe I can come up with a better theory of why they changed the color of the car blue. The color that I told you, the plates on this car is Arizona. So, and all of a sudden the color of the car is blue. So yesterday I had another passenger get in here. She said she didn't want to go to the wrong car because on her app it showed the car is blue. So I go, well, let me take a look. Now, there's 2 people talking about this car is blue on here when it's been brown, the regular color of the car since I know. So I go on the app. Lo and behold, it is blue. So I get Uber support on the phone. I told them the car is really, I called it burgundy, but it's really more of a brown. So she ended up changing the color to red. And it not the car. It was like a bright red. It's not the car. So I go back and tell them you need to change the car to brown. That'll be closest to it because you don't have a dark burgundy. Because they look kind of, you might as well say brown. They look brown. So I told them the car needs to be brown. So they said they changed it to brown. I may need to log off the app and log off the app and it should come up brown. It ain't came up brown yet. So I sent a message, and somebody sent me a message through the email saying, sorry, we have a lot of people contacting Uber, drivers contacting Uber support. I'm just getting to your message. Your car should be showing brown now. You may need to log off the app. So I log off the app again. It's still not showing brown. And I haven't checked recently, but when I left the house and started my day, it was still showing blue. That was after the message and after I logged off and logged back on. So what is the significance of turning the car blue? And the only way you can do that is either the location or somebody on Uber's customer support end. I can't go in there and change the color of the car. Now, if I was uploading a picture of my own car, that it was mine, yeah. But this is the rental car. So, why did you change the color of the car? And it was right before the Powerball winner was drawn. Now, they changed the color of the car. My 5 stars have been dropping. There was one Powerball winner. This car has Arizona plates. The color of the car is now blue, and it's still blue. And now we got another jackpot. We got the Mega Million. And now I know if you look at the Powerball and the Mega Million sign that's on the highways, you'll see the section that says Powerball is blue. Mega Million is like an orangish yellow. The section that has the Powerball display with the jackpot amount is blue. They changed the color of the car on this app. Blue. You see where I'm going with this? I believe all this has to do with that jackpot, the Mega Millions, and the Powerball, the money theft out the account. There's a lot of shit going on here. And they need to find out who the fuck doing this, why it's going on, and why you doing this shit through the fucking Uber app. Who went in the app and changed the color of the car to blue? Why is my 5-star rating dropping? I had a young lady in the car today. I got a message from Uber today. Said one of the passengers complained about my driving. Only one I know that was going to complain about something today had a light-skinned young girl get in the car. And she had no business sending any negative feedback. They getting to where they complaining about anything and everything. Oh, and I guess y'all like, well, you remember you dirty trucker, you used to complain about trucking all the time. You ain't complaining about everything. The stuff I complain about is stuff I should be complaining about. I don't complain about everything. When I was a rider in Uber, I didn't complain about everything. I done had drivers run red lights with me in the car. I don't complain about everything. I'm like, ooh. I don't complain about everything. All that, I mean, damn, I don't complain about everything. You make a turn and there's a car coming fast. Okay, did you get hit, bitch? Did you make it to your destination? Why are you complaining that a car was coming fast, you ain't been hit, you alive, and you made it to your destination? But you gonna send a negative feedback. She turned out there was a car turning fast. All these cars are going fast. I'm just giving you some examples of shit they complain about. But we're back to the light-skinned girl. So I get an email about my driving. I'm like, look here, I mean, the writer needs to be a little bit more elaborate on what the writer's talking about as far as my driving. Because the problem here, I don't like nobody that allows riders to complain about the driver and we can't see the message, the exact negative feedback or complaint. We just get an interpretation from customer support, which could be wrong. So we don't know who sent a complaint because we don't see it. If somebody's able to complain on you, I should be able to see the complaint. But they don't do that here. They just send you their little email or their own interpretation of what the negative feedback was. So the young lady was light-skinned. She got in here. I picked her up at a McDonald's, but she wasn't at the McDonald's. She was at I guess that was a restaurant up the grass next to it. She comes from over there. She gets in the car with some bags until she had an orange that looked like a Gatorade or juice or something, whatever it is. Looked like the shape of a Gatorade bottle. So she gets to the destination. We're pulling in where her house is. Her house is on the opposite side of a grass median. So I automatically see that I'm going to have to make a U-turn to get over to her damn house. So she in the back seat. Now I already assessed the situation. I see I'm gonna have to make a U-turn to get over. She's in the back seat. You're gonna need to make a U-turn. Bitch, like I don't see that. I loathe backseat driving. You're mentioning shit to me that I already see. I'm the driver up here. I see that I'm going to have to make a U-turn to get you on that side of the street. You don't hear me unlocking the door and stopping for you to get on this side. So that means I'm finna make a U-turn, turn around, and get on that side. But her lot is into an apartment lot, and there's a grass median in the middle. So she's the first house on the exit of the lot, of the driveway. So I got to go around, make a U-turn, and get on her side, which I did. She gets out. She closes the door. As I start to pull off, I hear somebody tug at the door handle. So I look back, I'm stopping. She starts banging on the car. Then she ends up, I stop, she snatches the door open, reaches in to get her juice. I look back before she reached. I said, "What'd you do? Leave something?" She said, "Yeah." She done copped the attitude, but she had already copped an attitude when I told her that I already see I need to turn around. I need to do a U-turn. I don't need you to tell me I need a U-turn. Girl, you in your damn 20s. I don't need you to tell me what I already fucking see. I don't need a driver's ed coach from the back of this goddamn car. Because between the two of us in this car, I'm the coach. You the rider. I don't need you directing me or instructing me on what the fuck I need to do. I absolutely hate backseat drivers in the car. They are distracting. They'll sit there and blurt out something. I'm concentrated up here. I'm listening to my jazz. I'm watching the app, seeing where I got to go. I'm running 2 GPSs now because they shit so fucked up. I'm in my zone up here. The last thing I need to hear, hey, turn here. Distracted me. Well, you didn't turn here. Well, you should have went here where this thing got you going. It's distracting. You already know Uber do that shit. So why is you... So, to make a long story short, back to the light-skinned girl. I stopped. I looked back. She reached in. I said, what you do? Leave something? She grabs a Gatorade. Whatever it looked like Gatorade to me. Orange Gatorade. But she had already copped the attitude. Let me tell you something. You ain't got no business copping an attitude because I responded back to something you said to me. She said, you need to make a U-turn. I told her, I see I need to make a U-turn. Why did you feel you needed to tell me that in the first place? Oh, I can't see? Why did she feel that she needed to tell me I needed to make a U-turn? So you call yourself directing me from the back seat. It's only one director in this car, and that's me. Ain't no backseat director in this car. The only time I expect them to say something, if you see it's taking me to the wrong house, or it's taking me out of the way. I don't need you directing me on your special route like you got your own car. Because a lot of them get in and do this. Like to take you on their own special route and want an app to readjust. Sometimes it is shorter. But if the GPS here, I'm running too. If the GPS ain't pick up that route, I don't want to hear nothing from that back seat. Unless it's absolutely necessary. Because those few little minutes, we done went this extra way, which I don't like because I'm burning gas. It does not take you the shortest distance. I'm like, how come that passenger will direct me on a shorter distance that the GPS didn't pick up? And I'm running Google and Ubers. But back to the young lady. She had already copped the attitude when I had told her I already see I need to turn around. So she already copped the attitude there. So she gets out of the car and said, well, you have a good day. I can tell she got an attitude. She didn't even say nothing back. She gets out, close the door. Once you close the door, I'm done with you. I'm completing my trip. I'm pulling off. So all of a sudden, I hear a nudge at the door handle. It's her. So now I'm stopping. She's banging on the side of the door. Like, I'm finna still keep going. I see you. The nudge on the door. Okay, she opened the door. What you do, leave something? Yeah, she reaches in and get a great Gatorade. Don't get in this car with so much goddamn shit that you laying your shit around and getting too goddamn comfortable and don't take all your belongings with you. Now, she missed her Gatorade immediately getting out the car. Okay, I stop. What's the attitude for? So you gonna decide to send negative feedback to Uber because of something you left in the fucking car. Let me tell you the proper way to get my attention if you left something in the car and I'm pulling off. Hey, driver, wait a minute. I left something. What you do not do is stand there with your fucking mouth closed and nudge on the door as I'm pulling off. Because I could have took off and you could have been drugged down the street. You could have failed. Anything. The proper way to notify a driver that is in a car and you done got your ass out of it, who's pulling off, is to open your mouth. Driver! Or if I'm still close to you, tap on, hey, catch it as I'm pulling off. Do not grab the damn door handle and stand there and don't say shit and nudge on it and I have to hear you pulling on the door. So she decided that was a reason she needed to send negative feedback about my driving because her stupid ass left her juice in here and didn't know how to open her fucking mouth and notify me, the driver, hey, I left something. Hey, I left something because I'm still right there. So she took a situation she calls getting here with all that goddamn shit and didn't take all your shit out the damn car when you got out the car. Once you get out this car and close the door, I'm done with you. I'm free of you. I'm moving to my next trip. Now, you realize you leave something, most step on, hey, they'll say something. She stood there with her fucking mouth closed. Like an idiot. And then, to do the stupidest thing possible, you decide to send negative feedback to Uber about my driving, and bitch, you not even in the car now. You standing there on the fucking sidewalk trying to get at your Gatorade, but you gonna send negative feedback about my driving. See, that's the interpretation that Uber put in their message, because I can't see the message. I don't know exactly what this girl said. But all I know, my day's been going perfect. The only one I had an issue with that looked like they got an attitude was her ass. And I'm sick of that shit. I'm sick of them young ones getting here, looking for something. I call it hater complaining. I call it jealous complaining. That's what I call it. Jealous complaining. You look for anything to say something about. Anything. Now you gonna complain because you left your fucking shit in the car. Talking about my drive. What the fuck my driving got to do with you left that back there? Bitch, you didn't even open your goddamn mouth. How the fuck I know you left something? I didn't look back there. And when she reached in, she reached all the way over behind me. So if you sit your ass over there, why the fuck is your juice back here? You see where I'm going with this shit? It's a lot of shit going on, and they need to put a stop to this shit. I don't play this goddamn shit. You got the wrong people running this management shit, dealing with this goddamn shit with these riders. Because I'm telling you, if I run this shit, all this shit gonna be cut the fuck out.